So KFC has this tagline, finger licking good. But if you weren't talking about fried chicken, what food would you say is finger licking good?
Um,
Doritos.
Oh, Doritos, that's a good call.
what's the French thing with the melted cheese?
French
Fondue.
dip.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fondue.
Mm.
I was thinking chocolate,
But not M&Ms.
right? Because they don't melt in your hands. But do they melt on your fingers? Are your fingers part of your hand? Right? Are they?
I think that's a definitive yes. I don't think that's up in the air.
Like buttery popcorn, you know?
I was also thinking popcorn. Cheetos for sure, although it's more so your hands don't get stained. Plenty of options.
All right, well, let's... Welcome to Who Put This On, Season 9, Episode 21, where you watch The Snake. And look, guys, I just stopped paying attention. I'm Chris Lorenz.
I am absolutely terrified. Steve Irwin is dead for a reason. This is Brian.
Take mine. I have the medallion. This is Zoran Max Donnie.
And hello. I am searching my tabs. After 3 years in prison, I'm so excited to be able to use my skills in a legal way. This is ex-convict, Noah Singer.
Those were all quotes from this week's show. But last week, we watched Power Moves with Shaquille O'Neal. And we put a poll on Twitter and YouTube. And YouTube is the winner this week with Middle Third.
Yeah.
Middle Third.
Good job, YouTubes.
So tell us what you thought about the show the show we watched this week on YouTube or Twitter. And what was that show, Noah?
Yes. The Snake is a new Fox reality competition series where contestants from various persuasive professions compete for a $100,000 prize with the Snake title earned by winning challenges granting the power to eliminate others. It's described as a social survival of the fittest game where alliances, manipulation, and persuasion are key to navigating the challenges and avoiding elimination. That is The Snake on The Fox.
And Hulu.
And Hulu.
Thank you, Noah. It's an interesting show. It's
Was it?
I think so. I think so. That's gonna bode well for the what speed to know that Max watched the show at.
Yup.
So essentially they've taken 15 people, they took 15 different careers and put them in a room and then gave them this weird elimination game, which really affects the show, where it's like they're playing like some sort of snake where like somebody says you're safe, and then that person says you're safe until there's two people left. And then the person that started gets to eliminate one of those two people.
Yeah, I guess the core voting concept is kind of interesting and unique. But
this episode, it doesn't really factor in too much because they don't know what the elimination is. Like it's kind of nebulous to them how it's going to work.
We should also describe like who is the snake? How is that decided?
Nah, we're good. All right, well, we can get into the minutia. But first, well, our internet corner person is not here, so we won't. Jim Jeffries is the host of the show.
He is.
And he's a comedian that I've heard of, but not really watched much of his stuff. Is he the puppet guy?
He is a puppet, yes. He is in that realm. He's done puppet stuff.
But he's not funny. He's not funny in this show.
Jim Jeffries? No.
We've seen plenty of good comedians be hosts and not be funny because they're not allowed to.
Yeah.
I don't know if this guy is funny normally.
So it seems like he peaked like 2019, give or take. He won stand-up comedian of the year in 2019 at Just for Laughs, which is like basically the biggest comedy festival of the world every year in Montreal. So like
I mean,
pretty
that's
hard
pretty
to
good.
get. Yeah,
Not many
yeah,
people win that.
no, but I just don't think like he cashed in enough on that. But he's definitely like a name, you know.
I mean, to Noah's point, or not Noah's point, Max's point is it definitely doesn't seem like he's not trying to be funny. I think this is just how he's being directed. Is like, this is a
Yeah.
serious show. You can't be funny.
They just
He
give all
tries
the
to-
bad lines, and they're not that good. He can't do his own stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, this is surprising. I'm on his Wikipedia page. No one's added the snake yet. I get to add
Wow.
it.
Are you sure? Are you looking at the right tabs?
Maybe
Are
it's
you
the
looking at
wrong
self?
Jim Jeffries.
I'm looking at his television credits. It's like
Well,
Pretty-
I went on the Snake IMDb and it's there. So,
not on the Wikipedia.
on
IMDb is more
Wikipedia, on IMDb, it's there.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, I missed that part. So he's the host. He's a nothing burger. That's all we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Then we got our 15 careers. We've got Derek the detective, Jacob the pastor, McLean the cheerleader, Brian the ex-con, Frank the makeup artist, Cody the bull rider. ... I could go through them all. I wrote them all down, but I'm boring myself reading them.
There's an Entertainment Weekly article that does it nice for you. I think the most important one is there's not a Catherine on the show. There is a Catherine.
Catherine, yes.
Well, they kept calling her Catherine, though.
Which
It's a slight thing. They were calling her Catherine. Like some people had said it like a little bit more stronger, but
She is the most interesting character I've seen in a while. She's a tech manager, but her like interview makes her seem like a sociopath. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to manipulate everyone. I've got a list of 80 things here. And rule number 40 is lie, 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 or something like that. All
no,
the
she's
time.
a very good character. She plays it very well. Yeah, she's a product manager at a company called Bevel, or she was. She doesn't work there as of January.
Yeah, now she's a social media influencer.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of that, the show starts off with all 15 contestants in boxes,
Like
What an
shipping
entrance.
crates.
shipping crates, and then they show up into this field where they have all 15 of these crates, and Jim Jeffries in the middle, and they all open, and that's how everyone gets introduced to this show.
Yeah.
I
and
tell you
all
what,
these
it's
crates
unique.
have all these people have, or all the crates have live reptile on it, indicating that they're all snakes.
The best part about these crates is that when you get kicked out, you get put back in the crate.
Return to sender.
That's the best part. Is that like they're really living in the bit here. Running with it. It's good. So at this part, they ask who wants to be the leader, and this person named Mina. We didn't get to her. She's the bounty hunter. Raises her hand and gets to pick 6 other people to like be on her team or whatever.
Mhm.
And those 7 people go off to a fancy dinner. And then the 8 remaining contestants compete to be the snake. The snake. And the competition is everyone gets a box in front of them, and 7 of them have snakes, and one has what does it have, Brian?
What was it?
They have the snake medallion.
Oh,
That means you are the leader.
yeah.
And you get to start the snake off.
See, I was confused that you become the snake by not having the snake in your box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have the snake medallion.
Yeah, the medallion, not
No,
a real snake.
I'm saying I think it makes more sense if you become the snake by getting the snake.
It does.
But it's more entertaining to have everyone put their hands.
That I agree.
Everybody
Some
freaked
people-
out.
Yeah, definitely people freaking out about the snake in the box and touching a snake. Which is an interesting game theory type game where do you want to project that you have a snake or you have the medallion? I assume some idiots are like trying to pretend that they have the medallion in their box, and I'm like, why would you want that? Because the person with the medallion is not going to swap with you.
Right. You just gave up your shot. And
Yeah.
I thought it was so ridiculous. It
It
always
was a little
makes sense
weird,
trade.
but it also teed up this like really interesting manipulation by Catherine.
Yeah, but Catherine just didn't want to win. She didn't want to be the snake.
I mean, I think she's just playing the game well because she knows it's like, wow, she really gave the power away. She wins, and like it just set her up so well. Like she just seems to be playing the game like five.
Yeah, she wanted to play the game more in the background and not be foregrounded. That's why so what happens in the show is that the last person is, so they go one by one, swapping boxes with people as they want to. And Catherine tells the last person that I have the medallion, swap with me. And she does have the medallion, but the person, the ex-con, I believe was the person, swore it was somebody else and swapped with that box instead. And, so it's an interesting move by Catherine. And I think the play was mainly she didn't want to have the power that early in the game because he puts a target on.
She wins either way, I think that's the thing.
Why?
She wins either way. Either. So it's like, one, she got proven to tell the truth. Right? Either way.
She already had that. That happens either way.
Right.
Because if she has a medallion, or not have a medallion.
And so now people get to be like, okay, she is willing to give up power, but now that she holds the power, she's wielding it with humility. It's just like win-win.
Nobody's going to trust her more for this. I'm sorry. That's such an obvious play to gain trust early and then expend it later.
I don't know. I do think it does give her trust to some of the people in the house. Whether it should or should not, I'll give you, Max. It should not give you more, but you don't have that much to go on in this house. The only you have is like your conversations, but your actions speak louder than words. So like the fact that she tried to give up power to somebody else and was truthful about it, that says something about her, regardless of, should you trust her with your 401k? That's a different question.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So I'm on her Instagram. She's like really interesting. Like kind of like a year ago, like a year and a half ago, she like changed like drastically how she looks. It kind of looks like she just looks like a different person. She went from like more of like thirst trap type of stuff. No, she's still thirst trapping, I guess. But she dyed her hair and she looks like a different person.
That was it.
Okay.
I thought there was going to be way more to that.
Totally different, guys.
I don't know. I'm going to send you guys her Instagram. I mean, the one thing is having a name like Catherine, you're very easy to find on the internet. Like ungodly easy. But like you check out her Instagram and be like, I really think it's like two different people.
All right, let's see.
I don't have Instagram, so I'll not participate in this.
And
You
how
don't have
far?
Instagram?
No.
Okay, yeah. Here, give me 1 second.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, very different vibe.
Yeah.
Here, I will post in the Who Put This On channel. You too can follow at home by going to Instagram.com/KETHRYYN.
Catherine. I love saying that. It's so ridiculous.
Well, I have some beef with the showing of this challenge too. Like, there's 8 people on this challenge. we saw 5 people, I think, put their hands into a snake. So we're like, okay, we know it's not these people.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Got to
And
keep
like
that part hidden.
one
But
person thought they had the medallion because they didn't touch the snake.
Right. It was a little weird, like how they like just made the like the tension between her and the nonprofit guy, nonprofit man.
Yeah. I we can get back to the game theory of this too, is like you should definitely try and imitate like you have a snake in your box no matter what.
Definitely.
But you also need to know if you have the medallion in there or not. So you can't just be like, "Huh," and like not put your hand in there. You gotta like, you actually have to know you have the medallion, or you're just screwing yourself over by then not swapping to somebody you think who has the medallion.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about everyone being like a caricature?
of like the
Right.
professions.
Yeah. So, like, they really ham it up a little bit. That this is
Are
the
you
cop.
telling me there's a cop dressed as a cop and a priest as a priest?
Yes.
It's not obvious.
Like,
They are.
The police vest looked like it was from Party City.
right. Exactly.
Why would you bring a real one to this thing? Like, you don't need to.
And then
Go Party
she also
City.
had a shirt on underneath that said police on the arms. I just don't believe any of that's real.
Yeah, I think obviously like there's like props and stuff like that, and they're just kind of throwing like all of the caricatures. Like, I'm surprised they didn't give the poker player a deck of cards or something.
Mm-hmm.
The ex-con should be wearing a prisoner outfit.
They should give each profession like one challenge where they would really shine.
So I saw episode 2,
Oh,
and it seems like every challenge is going to be some sort of like Fear Factor-esque challenge.
They show that on the upcoming season on like
Yeah.
bugs in the box with their face in
Like
it.
they had to do like a classic challenge where they had to eat gross things.
Oh, thank
for
goodness.
episode 2.
One thing I'm surprised by, I definitely thought the pastor was not going to be a real pastor.
I still think it's up in the air whether he's a real pastor or not.
So I'm on his Instagram. He's playing a very long game if he's not a real pastor. I will say that. Like it's a pretty long game. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
So on his Instagram, it looks like he's a pastor.
So
do you see his church?
No, I don't see his
a
church.
pastor doesn't necessarily have to have a church.
But his Insta goes back till December 2023. And he's already pasteurizing at that point.
What do you mean by that?
So his
Pastor
first
posting.
post, yeah, he's not in the black and white thing, but his first post is check out this account for inclusive interpretations of scripture. #pastor, #Bible. Like,
Okay.
I mean, that's what I mean, right? Like, that'd be a pretty long game for a show that seemingly got greenlit in April 2025.
Yeah. There's probably like at least like one person there who isn't who they say they are, and that'll be revealed later. Just it won't be the pastor or somebody obvious.
Yeah, because I was like, the dude, like, just this show is not for nice people, and the pastor should be nice, right? Like,
Should be.
The thing is pastors are just real people. They can be assholes. They can be like conniving people. They can want to be on a reality show. I argue a pastor that wants to be on a reality show called The Snake might not be the best pastor for you.
You guys ever see
But
that
he's-
movie Spotlight? It's just like that.
just like that. Yeah. The guy's educated though. As he said on the show, he went to Harvard. He went to Harvard for undergrad, Princeton for his master's, and Duke for his doctorate.
In pastoral studies.
Divinity. So Harvard, he just put BA. Princeton, it was divinity. Duke, it seems to be ministry. It just says D.MIN. So I assume it's like doctor's
Do these
ministry.
things exist? Like, can you go to Princeton for ministry?
Divinity, definitely. Divinity is like a real thing for sure. Ministry. Find out.
I didn't know you could go to Ivy League schools for BS.
Well, let's find out. Doctorate. I mean, generally, religious like professionals, they're usually like pretty well educated. Like they're like educated up, generally.
Okay. I guess I have to believe you. I don't have any arguments against it.
It's a real thing. Doctor of Ministry at the Duke Divinity School. Real. You should apply, Chris.
Okay. I mean, it's a show called The Snake. Can we not assume that the pastor might be a snake and might not be a pastor? Because what pastor wants to be on the show? It's just unbelievable.
No,
that a pastor wants to be on the show.
He's building his flock.
Sure. It's also, he said that he's
a lot
married.
of God money.
He's married, which not all religions allow you to be married as a pastor.
That's not uncommon. Like, it's not.
No, I know my wife's Greek Orthodox. If you're married before you become a pastor, that's okay. But if you're a pastor, you cannot get married.
Oh, interesting. Huh. That ain't
so. If you manage to not like your wife, sucks to suck.
Can you like step out and step back in?
I'm sure you cannot. I'm sure you might be able to step out, but I don't know if you can step back in. Especially if that's the kind of loophole you're looking for to finish to get married.
Yeah. Man. Wow. Oh, interesting. Huh. The OnlyFans person definitely looks different on the internet.
She looks real bad in this show.
Yeah, she doesn't yeah.
I didn't write down her name.
Alyssa Grassi. Alyssa Grassi.
She barely came up in the show, I felt.
Yeah.
True.
It was just like, oh my god, can you believe
it's fine. We don't need
somebody? Go ahead.
Oh, we don't need everybody introduced in like episode 1.
Yeah, we don't need all the introductions. Like the person that got kicked off, which was the police officer, definitely wasn't on the show, like at all.
Yeah, Cassie.
I wrote down Kaylee, but that might be
You are correct. Kaylee.
Seems right.
You are correct. Oh, she's from Hollywood, Florida. Heyo.
Is that where you're from?
No, we have a friend from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're super excited about Hollywood, Florida. We all need to know why.
We got a friend from there. We have a mutual friend.
Shout out to
Mutual
Hamas.
friend.
Mutual friend. Just in case anyone's trying to steal his where you were born security question.
Honestly,
I'm just trying to...
if you are sweating the details this hard that you're going to their friend's podcast, good on you.
ChatGPT, translate all 305 episodes of this and tell me if they mention where James was born. All right. So let's get back to the show. So you win the snake medallion, and then they get introduced back to the 7 other people in the house, and they're like, "Oh man, I can't believe it!" Blah 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 blah, whatever. And then there's just a lot of chit chat drama around. Like, I think at some point the only note I have is like it was weird that Catherine like lied about what her parents did to the detective and the ex-con by saying to the detective that my parents were cops and then the ex-con that my parents were ex-cons, which
Yeah,
that's just going to come back to bite you in the butt. Like
I
that's just
know.
Well, the cop's gone, so it won't.
no, the detective.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But like
That's
that was the one thing that seems so foolish. Like,
Mm.
don't use mom and dad. Say uncle and aunt. You can have 50 uncles and aunts.
True.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
that's
Noah,
fair.
cops can also be ex-cons.
Ooh,
Ooh, good
True.
point. Good point.
Good point.
Ooh.
Good point. Really makes you
oh.
think.
So then eventually they have this, you know, ceremony to kick somebody off where the snake is the one that starts the train of kicking people off, and she does some like alliance thing, whatever. And eventually it gets down to two people. I don't remember who it was, but a lot of people were like everyone. A lot of people. This is the interesting part of
So
the
it
show.
was wait. It was Kaylee and McLean, the cheerleader for the Indianapolis Colts.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tangent a bit because a lot of people in the house seem to want to get rid of Mina,
Mina,
whatever her name
yeah,
is,
Mina.
Mina.
Also,
Because,
mutual friend.
yeah, because shout out to Mina
Yeah.
because she was the one that wanted to be the leader and screwed over those six people. That's the only thing that's really happened in the show to really warrant getting kicked off the show, really. So some people were gunning for her, according to the edit. Who knows? But it only takes one person to save you. Like one person can just say your name, and you're in the game. You're still here. Like the whole house has to agree to get rid of somebody, essentially.
Well, not a kind
Well, you
of.
just have to
Like,
be. You could be everyone's second choice and get kicked out of the game.
right, exactly. Yeah. But second choice is like still pretty good. You know, it's just
Yeah,
it's a cool mechanic. I think it's a cool mechanic.
It's fine.
I like it.
I like it. I think it's interesting.
Yeah. We haven't seen it before. I can't recall.
Well, we haven't seen a show called The Snake before to do the snake ritual to kick people off the show.
It really loves calling it like the chain, the chain reaction.
Did they call it that?
Oh yeah.
I missed that. Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
Just
I
looks like
thought they had a
snake.
yeah. So this person, the cop goes, and McLean is still there. And then the one thing I wanted to bring up is that they have a great like byline for this show, which is a friend, betray, or begone.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Big
It's
fan.
pretty good.
That was almost
That's
my
pretty
intro quote.
It should have been. That was a good one.
Befriend, betray. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
So yeah, that's what happens this episode.
I'm
anyone
still
else
trying to
have
look up what Jim Jeffries has been doing. Just like he kind of just fell off the face of the earth. It's kind of interesting.
He won comedy, and he retired.
And now
Let
he's
him
doing
be.
this.
No, he didn't win comedy being a puppet dude.
He won the prize at that comedy festival. Brian, come on, keep up.
Now, so one thing that seemed interesting, he took part in a documentary called History of Swear Words, hosted by Nicolas Cage. It's on Netflix, or was on Netflix in 2021. Sounds like a banger.
Sounds boring.
That's one theory, yeah.
I don't know. I think it sounds cool. I like it.
Sounds cool to you because you're boring.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't get through it, but I did just listen to part of an audio book from a word guy about curse words. I forgot what their title is. Like,
Is this because you're trying to teach your kids proper swear words or not teach them swear words?
orthogonal?
Orthogonal.
You should teach
What
them.
swear words do your kids know, Noah?
They whine. That's basically their equivalent. I don't think they know any.
So I could be the first one to teach your kids a swear word.
Do it up, man. Do it up. Make your mark on history.
Chris, you should teach them like frack, like all the sci-fi made up.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or fudge.
I hate when people do that.
Okay, but
You double hockey sticks. Fuck off.
Noah, have you ever seen Spy Kids 1 where they say, "Oh shit, taki mushrooms"? I always thought that was great.
I did see that a long time ago. That's the Robert Rodriguez one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it. I think when it came out. I wonder if kids watch that still. Find out.
So back to the show. I watched episode 2,
Hmm.
and so the challenge in episode 2 was a 1v1 gross out challenge. So if you competed this gross out challenge against another person, you got sent to the next round. So like some of this stuff was like bad blue cheese with a squid in it or something, like really not fun things to be eating. And then the second challenge, they had the second part, it was like all 5 of them or whatever, and they had to eat like really old eggs. So like,
Yeah.
not good. But the interesting part is that one of the contestants questions another contestant's integrity, whether they cheated or not.
Ooh.
And the show,
How do you cheat?
Like spit out the eggs. So they have like a bucket where they get spit the eggs out into, and the contestant never turned around. The one that accused another contestant, he never turned around, but the other contestant did. So the producers did not know who put the egg in there, that bucket or whatever, and made them redo the challenge.
That's
Wow.
actually nuts.
Damn, you'd think they'd have better control on the set. That seems pretty bush league.
If anything, it's more surprising that there aren't more. We watch a lot of challenges and reality shows, and we don't see this very often, or at least they don't tell us that they redid it.
Yeah,
no, that's fair. Yeah. It's interesting going in the internet corner for this. Snake in the grass comes up a lot in the search results.
Is that the one that got eliminated? Is that the cooking one?
Nah, it was kind of similar. I don't remember the full details, but
I don't remember. I know I watched it.
No, we did it. You have to find the identity of the snake, a hidden saboteur within the group.
Yeah, but I think that's the cooking one where they had like, it was like, there was the one that was on TNT and we watched it or something, and then the next day it was gone.
That you're definitely on the right path.
Like
they had a lot of people from other reality shows, like Yule from Survivor was on it.
Chris, if you Google it, you will recognize the host because he's so zany, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that show is really good, if I remember correctly. If it's the show I'm thinking of.
Follow up, his name is Bobby Bones.
What a good name.
Which I disagree, Noah. That's a very different show. It was very much a 6 people, 1 episode, win some money, in and out.
It was that, yeah.
It's like cooking show. Very different than
was it cooking?
It was not cooking at all, Chris. It was challenges outside.
Okay. So, not the show I was thinking of.
You're thinking of different show, Cook or Crook.
Oh, yeah.
Or, no, there's another one that's like Cook or Con.
Wait, they redid this premise?
No, I think Cook or Crook is incorrect. It's Cook or Cons.
Oh.
That's our competing reality show we can make.
I do think we should change our name to Bobby Bones. All of us. It's just
Bobby
legally?
Bones Junior, Senior, Third, and Fourth.
oh, he's a radio guy. That's how he got famous. Interesting.
That's how he's got such a cool name.
Yeah.
One thing I disliked about the show is that they had a lot of coming up and then recapping in the episode, which was very annoying to watch,
Agreed.
like without ads. Like,
Yeah,
I hate.
I thought that was it felt so generic with that. Yeah, I also don't. I pay for the no ads, and it was annoying. Dude, it felt very like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire type of cuts, like do.
I wonder, like, this is a concerning pattern recently where they have these. These are like back because they were gone for a long time. I thought, like, we watch a
Yeah.
lot of reality shows, and like they didn't really have this like coming up and then repeating themselves and then cutting back. And it might be due to like the number of people that have ad supported Hulu and
Mhm.
like watch this more ad supported than non ad supported. So that, you know, you got to cater to those people more than the ad free people, which becoming less and less.
Yeah. Ads make that good money.
All right. Who's the worst human being?
I mean,
Catherine's
Probably
kind of sociopathic, as somebody said. Not bad,
Yes.
but weird vibes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just playing the game well, though. I don't know. She's definitely talking tender, but she's not bad.
I agree.
Her edit makes it seem like she's bad. Whether she's a bad person or not, I wouldn't put it past that, you to be portrayed bad on a reality show and not be
Right.
bad, not be a bad person.
She seems normal and playing the game well, but unfortunately, based on this episode, she's definitely the worst person. Like, I think that's because she's the only one that has like sinister cuts.
Funny, but sinister.
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
she's a great character. She does it very well.
Sociopathic cuts.
Yeah.
All right. Brian, what speed did Max watch this show at?
I'm going 1.75.
Guys, it
What do
was
you got,
it was one this time.
You didn't even let us finish.
Sorry,
No.
it wasn't worth it.
It's always worth it, Max. This is not for you; it's for us.
This is the game show. In the game. We even played the game last
I
week.
lied to
You weren't
you.
even here.
I'm the snake. Did I do that?
Mm.
I'm just telling you the truth, or am I?
No,
I think it's one.
said
I think
it's
you're not a snake.
You
I
are
don't think you're a
correct.
snake.
I'm just telling you the truth, or am I? But yes, I am.
Would the show be better as a Quibi or TikTok?
Yeah, this didn't need to be as long as it was. It's
Yeah.
like at least in episode 1, it was strictly social game. Like
This is a only social game show. There's nothing else.
that worked.
They're
for
like
some
hanging out
people,
in this
not
house
for me.
for days. There's a Fear Factor challenge and then like just social game.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. What's drinking rules? Brian, you have a drinking rule for this show?
Have one, you're just gonna die. Like, drink every time a snake is on screen.
That's a good
Like-
one. That's a good one. I like. Does a snake medallion count, or does it have to be a real snake?
No, it has to be the real snake, and not people snakes either, because then it's just like everybody. No, it's just like the animal, the snake.
If Jake the Snake Roberts shows up, do you have to drink?
Ooh. Yes.
I mean, wait, I think he's dead. So like, you better be drinking.
No, then you gotta pour one out.
Yeah. Every time the show starts, pour one out for Jake the Snake Roberts. If he's
I am
dead.
wrong. He is alive. I take it back.
Still pour one out for Jake the Snake Roberts. Just
May he rest in
because
peace.
you don't know if he's dead or not.
He is alive. He's 70 years old. He looks good. Looks good.
And he lives in Florida.
Hollywood, Florida. Woo woo. Shout out.
Man. Wait,
Noah, do you have a drinking rule for us?
Yeah. Every time someone gives an interesting look at someone, take
An
a
interesting
small
look.
sip of beer. Yeah, there wasn't that many repeatable things. I'm like, Jesus
Look
Christ.
in the mirror.
Yeah.
Max, what do you got for me?
Every time they say medallion, you gotta take a shot of that like whiskey that has the dead snake in it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dang.
That whiskey is not good. I
That
did not
is
like.
god awful.
That stuff is terrible. I've had that too. Gross.
What do I got for us? You can drink every time somebody lies or like breaks an alliance
Sure.
for no good reason.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody pukes, I feel like could be a good one.
Ooh,
Mm.
is that a
For these- There's some sort of bees challenge gonna happen.
Yeah.
They did that on the season on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That'd be kind of a good one.
All right. We do ratings on the show. We do top, bottom, middle, third. I don't know why I said it that way, but we compare them against other reality shows. Brian, what bucket would you put the show into?
Here's the thing. Nothing happened this episode, but it also has like an interesting premise for like elimination and all the other stuff. I'm putting it bottom of the middle. I'll give it one more episode and see what happens.
Max, what do you got for me?
This show really didn't do anything for me. It was different, but I was deeply bored. Bottom third, top of the bottom, I guess.
Noah?
Yeah. This show surprised me. I thought this was going to be the hottest piece of garbage, and I found it to be a pretty cold piece of garbage, if that's the right spectrum. Yeah, I found the like elimination to be pretty novel. I think the Catherine character is very interesting. I don't like this whole like character like over the top thing of like the cheerleader, the cop, this. I think it's kind of stupid.
It's a little reductive.
Yeah. But that said, like I was definitely surprised. So I'm gonna put this at the top. I think it's bottom of the top. But I think they really did something creative. It's something that seemed like it was gonna be some stock bullshit.
I agree with Noah. I think that this show seems terrible, seems bad, but I do think the hyper focus on these careers really like sets people apart from each other, and then that allows you to like kind of focus more on the people behind the characters, and then this whole like snake thing I think provides an interesting like human to human kind of like game theory aspect to the show. So I think it's interesting. Is it Survivor? No. Could I never watch another episode and be fine? Absolutely. But I think the production is good and I think it's interesting. So a couple other things about episode 2 that I forgot to mention. They added another person to the show, which I thought was
they
weird.
showed that on this coming up season on. They show like a woman jumping out of a box.
Yeah, they add somebody else. I don't know who it was. But then the snake gets his own lair. So when you're the snake, you get to sleep in your own room.
That's nice. Very nice. And
Well,
one other
that sucks. You can't.
tidbit. Can't what, Brian?
No. Then you can't collaborate with people. But sorry, no, go on.
No, I was gonna go very non sequitur. Just the creator of Jersey Shore created the snake.
Yes, Sally Ann Salsano.
There you go.
I saw that in the opening credits.
Yeah, you know. The mamas and the papas.
We love you. We love you, Sally Ann. You do great work out
Right.
there.
Yeah, call us. Call us.
Yeah, let's get an interview going.
Don't I will like in 5 minutes. Hopefully she'll get back to us on LinkedIn. Nice, Sally.
Yeah. As for next week, we didn't really talk about what we're going to watch next week, but on TikTok, there's been a lot of designing sense TikToks that I feel like we have to watch this show. Like I need to watch it.
Hmm.
I don't know how to watch it, but that's what I want to watch next week.
What is it called?
Designing sense. You're the one that linked the
What's
TikTok.
that? Oh, that one, the old one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so wait,
I've seen this.
so you've been seeing more of it? Like I just saw that one TikTok. You said it was going around.
I've seen people posting clips of it. I've seen that
Oh.
guy's posted more videos of this show.
I had no clue this is like a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing. But we can take it offline and look at the show description, and we'll show what we're watching next week. And if it's designing sense, it'll be a link to the show.
So season 1, actually, it looks like it's probably on Max because it's on Discovery Plus.
Oh, I can't believe that service still exists.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, how have they not sunsetted it?
Do they sell Discovery Plus to the other network with all the debt?
My guess, it has to do more like cable providers. My guess, like some cable providers are like, look, you get to bundle Discovery Plus and not Max. I'm just guessing. I have no fucking clue, but that's the only rationale I could think of.
We could do it a whole month of like classic shows that we haven't done. Like My Husband's Not Gay.
Oh yeah,
that's a fun one.
Fun? Summer's out, so like, who knows what people are hawking these days?
You know what they're not hawking? Hawk Tua. She fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, she made her money on that crypto coin and she left.
Oh, really? She cashed it?
Of course she did. Who else launches a crypto? Well, I don't think she cashed in as much as she should have, I think. But
correct. I think she didn't get in on the rug pull, but her co-founders did, but I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
Apparently, I have the answer to why Discovery Plus is still a thing. It is cheaper than Max and it still remains profitable. Like, it's just kind of in maintenance mode.
Will you get all the reality shows that end up on Max?
Like
cheaper.
Some people don't want to pay for Max.
All right, so it's not available on Max. Designing sense. Just we can pay for it. Like in one episode, pay $2-3, whatever. There is season 24, episode 8 on YouTube.
All right. Look in the show description for what we're watching. Brian, any shout outs this week?
Kitty and I have been watching the latest season of Vanderpump Villa. Like, still just as entertaining as before. They always change up the venue too. Like I think they're in Italy now.
Are they still working, or is it just the Vanderpump people hanging out?
No, it's though like she just owns like a restaurant that like people come to, and like I think episode 1 had Cara and Pauly from Challenge fame.
Okay, cool. Wait, so is it a different cast staffing this restaurant than normal Vanderpump?
Yeah.
It's a unrelated Vanderpump reality show.
Yes. The only thing that's like there is like Lisa Vanderpump is running it.
Gotcha. Huh. I didn't know that existed.
We did it on the pod. I don't know if you were there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is the villa a character yet?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Max, any shout outs this week?
I've been watching this season of Love Island USA. I'm not sure I can recommend this season. Season 6, though, very good.
It's like a lot of commitment.
Yeah,
It's too much commitment for me.
it's a great, you and your partner sit on the couch and use it as a second screen type show while you browse around on your phone waiting for NYC mayoral results to come in. For
I heard that
example.
guy won.
Yeah,
The other guy won.
yeah,
So he'll be the Democratic person, which is basically the winner.
yes. But Cuomo might run independently. Anyway, any
Interesting.
other?
That'd be. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a reasonable shot. I can see that.
Noah, any shout outs this week?
I will give a shout to The Pit. I think Chris has watched it.
Nope.
Oh, I thought he did. It is 24 meets ER. So it's like hour by hour, right? And then it's in an
Ooh.
ER. Pretty fun. No, I like it. It's on Max.
People love it. People love it.
Yeah, people seem to like it. It's good.
I feel like the real time format needs to be used more. Like this seems like a good use of that. Like
It is smart.
24 is like the only other one.
Like I never got into 24, but like the only thing is like how much drama could people have in their real life? It just doesn't feel real.
I mean, you should listen to the DPPL or the David Palmer Presidential Library.
I
Podcast.
I know our predecessor, our birthright,
Progenitor.
progenitor. Thank you. That is the right word.
I'm going to shout out the new Doom game, Doom: The Dark Ages. It's very good. It feels way more like Doom than Doom Eternal did. I think you should play that if you like Doom. Like first-person shooters, I'd recommend it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you're just shaking your head, don't play it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you could like
sage words from Chris.
There you go. Tell us what you thought about this show on YouTube / Who Put This On. You can at Who Put This On Twitter, Facebook.com / Who Put This On. Email us questions and suggestions at whoputthison@gmail.com.
And if your name is Sally Antosato, please call us at 425-498.
Beep. All right, there you have it. See you guys next time.
See you.